Welcome to the Unbothered Moms. We are shifting our perspectives and letting shit go. I'm Bridget.
And I'm Kat.
And today we have a pre-Super Bowl episode for you all. So the Super Bowl is on Sunday, February 11th in Las Vegas. So we're going to touch on a couple topics there, as well as some of our reoccurring segments that you all seem to really enjoy.
Giddy up, baby.
That was my horse.
That's good. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's jump in. Travis and Taylor.
I mean, I've been obsessed from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even a Taylor fan. I was a Travis fan because like he's not super attractive, but just like the swag and the aura and just like him. I was
Says
like, yes,
something to
please.
you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was like, yes, please. And then Taylor, and I was like, she's like kind of like a good girl. Like, we'll see what happens. And they're just the cutest.
Mm-hmm.
They're just so cute. Like, he supports her, she supports him, and they're both super busy. They both have their own lives, their own careers that they're fabulous at.
Yep.
And I just love it.
I shifted. So, okay.
Interesting.
So at first I was super annoyed. I was just kind of like, come on. Not like I'm for everyone finding love and whatever.
Yeah.
But I just felt like she was being slammed down our throats. And it wasn't her fault, though.
That's my whole thing.
She doesn't ask for people to put the camera on her. She doesn't ask for all these like Swifties to go crazy for Travis now.
Right.
So that wasn't the issue. Like I have an issue with the NFL for that. Like that's annoying. But they did it on purpose because I think she brought in $333 million for the NFL and the Chiefs. Something crazy like that. So she has the Taylor effect.
The Taylor effect.
The Taylor effect. But as I've seen them, I've kind of been like, oh, okay. Like I feel like he softens her to where she's always been so private with who she's dating, probably because they want to be private and they can't handle
it's a lot.
All of the cameras in your face, all of the media, everything. So I feel like she kind of met her match of someone who's like, I don't care.
Right.
You don't care? Let's live.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like I like that about it.
Okay.
Like a little love story.
I know.
Play on words, her song.
I know.
So I'm into it now.
Yeah. I just think the thing that annoys me is not about Taylor and Travis, but it's about the grown men who are so butthurt, being like, "What? She's ruining football." Like
she's not.
Get a job. Second of all, just because you like watching other men run around in tight pants on the weekends and she's taking up maybe 30 seconds of airtime every 15 to 20 minutes, get a grip on your life.
Mm-hmm. And it's not her fault.
It's not her fault. She's just trying to support her mans.
Yep.
And guess what? If she's bringing in that much money.
So much money. That's why they're panning to her.
The camera people.
They're probably told.
Exactly.
So don't even be mad at the camera people.
I can't. It frustrates me so much. And the amount of just.
The Brads and Chads.
The Brads and Chads of the world. I can't. But guess what? She's going to the Super Bowl. And do you think, have you seen the math about if she will actually make it? Because she has a tour in Tokyo.
She'll make it there.
I know.
She is, private jet. She'll make it there.
Yeah. But the math, like somebody broke it down on TikTok, which is where is the main source of all my news. And it's very feasible. Like she can even like get a little nappy nap in.
Oh yeah, she'll be fine. She'll sleep on her private jet while someone's rubbing her feet and polishing her hands or whatever.
Wow, that sounds like a dream.
Doesn't it? Yeah. So it's so funny. This is how you know we're like peasants of the world.
Why?
Because if this was us, we'd be like, we'll never make it.
Never.
Like we are not sleeping. We're having a connecting flight. We're like eating like bagged tuna. I don't know. Whatever.
Oh, actually, bagged tuna is not bad.
You know what I mean? So then you have a celebrity. I'm not sad for anyone who has a private jet who has to travel quickly.
No.
Okay.
No. That's great.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Seriously.
I'm excited about it. I'm also curious how, like, I want the numbers. I'm sure they're out there of like the sales of the Kelsey jerseys.
I had mine Jason's pre. So I have to say that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have specified.
Yeah.
Travis.
Oh, they went crazy. Sky
I
high.
can't even imagine.
Because he was already well liked.
Yeah.
People liked him
Oh,
because
he's
they
a
think
great, he's a good player. Yeah.
With a quirky sense of style.
But the influence that these teenage girls have on the economy is insane. And just to touch on like the whole Sephora thing, have you heard about the drama of like the teenage, like the 8, 9, 10-year-old girls in Sephora?
No.
Like buying, like their parents are buying up all these like trending products, and then people like our age are like, get your kids out of Sephora. Like they have that much influence on the economy. I cannot wait until these mofos get jobs and actually can vote and stuff.
But at the same time, why are 8, 9, and 10-year-olds in Sephora or getting things from Sephora? Are they not 10? Maybe teenagers?
No, I think the whole thing is like they're young as fuck.
Okay, that would annoy me. If I'm like, hey, I'm trying to go get
your normal stuff and it's sold out, and you see some 8-year-old getting 5 of them at checkout.
Yeah. That's also crazy. Jealous though.
Right.
Yeah. Not so much like I'm more jealous than
again,
anything.
but that's like a parenting issue. That's not
issue.
It's a child issue.
People are just,
they're mad at the wrong people all the time.
This world, or actually, I'll just say, Americans are so fucking soft these days.
Oh, talk more about it.
Everyone has a problem with everything.
Yeah.
I just want to say, shut the F up.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal. Like when I grew up, literally, I just remember it was like, you can't complain. Like, shut up. Like my parents were basically like, well, that's all there is. Bye.
Yeah.
Like, so you learn to be a little bit resilient, have a little bit of backbone on you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally, I remember sitting at the dinner table and there'd be like one bun left and my brother would lick it and put it back and it'd be like, it's mine. And I really wanted the bun, but he licked it and it was his. Did I sit there and cry forever? I was just like, all right, got him.
Times me and my brother like lick stuff or something. I forgot about that.
But it's just like,
so funny.
I feel like people didn't grow up, or people now, like, I'm like, are you not facing any adversity? Are you forgetting how you grew up? Because all these Brads and Chads and all these people have had issues in their life. So I'm like, why are we finding these small, minute things to care about?
Well, that's the thing. I'm like, if these are the actual issues in your life that you're going online or like
and
really
your life's pretty
about,
great,
then you have no issues. So like, shout out to you. You're doing fabulous.
Be quiet.
Yeah.
But everyone has a problem with everything, and social media is the problem. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything is out there in a millisecond.
Yeah.
And constantly changing. It's always in your face.
Mm-hmm.
And like these young girls have this like insane pressure put on them.
I don't even want to think about it. It makes me sad.
Mm-hmm. And then even guys, like
steroids,
having to act all tough. It's like, no, we would like you to cry.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting. I'm like, you grew up clearly without a sibling beating the shit out of you.
That's what I worry about with Izzy, but then I do pick on her sometimes.
You do. You're good. No, you're pretty good at that.
Because I'm like, you need to understand, like, this is life.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes, like, when I'm with my mom, she's like, are you guys both 12 years old? And I'm like, hey, I'm just prepping her.
You have to, because she doesn't have another person there to see, oh, they got in trouble because of this.
Right.
Or, oh, well, they get it because they were more behaved than me.
Right.
So there is that certain,
just like calling names.
Yes.
I mean, I don't call my daughter names, but like picking on her.
You have to build a little
like,
bit.
That's a stupid shirt that you're wearing. Like, why are you wearing it? Mm-hmm. She'll just wear whatever she wants, which I love that.
Mm-hmm.
But also,
I know it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
I mean, but those are the differences between how we're raising our kids. You have one child and I have 2. So those are things that we can bounce off of each other and say, what would you do for this? I mean, I can always send Knox or Sage over and be like, go pick on Izzy, and then she'll punch him probably.
Oh, yeah.
She'll totally punch them. Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's angry.
She'll be like, instead of the pillow, it's your face.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
actually, that might be healthy, though.
If you ever need that.
We'll have to work that out.
Let me know, because my kids could use a good beat down.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
You know what else is interesting, though, going off social media, is I feel like, yes, while it's it has negative parts, there's also super positive
Mhm.
parts. And I think one of the things that I've noticed, I didn't even know she existed until recently, but one of the 49ers wives,
Mhm.
Kristen J something.
Jerozak.
Yeah. She's I think she went to like fashion school, and she's been
Mhm.
designing these really unique pieces of clothing
Yes.
for like celebrities.
Yes. And they're amazing. So she's done things for Taylor Swift, obviously. I'm not even going to now give anything to the wife of the Chiefs quarterback. Can't stand her. She wears her stuff though.
Oh.
Ugh. She gives me a headache just
Wait.
looking.
Okay, so I want to
can't.
come back to that because
Simone Biles, Taylor Lautner, she's
Mhm.
done stuff for so many people, and she like reworks clothes. So she takes different items and makes them into something amazing.
Yeah.
And
very unique.
very
Really
unique.
cool.
And what I really love about her is like not only she's super talented, but the love her husband has for her. He hypes her up on every
Aw.
person who is like he's his own. He's a 49ers. Like he
Right.
plays in the NFL, so he has his own degree of success. But
Mhm.
then he will write under anyone's post where they're wearing her clothes and be like, "That's my wife right there." Super.
Oh, that's so
And
cute.
she actually just got a deal with the NFL. Amazing.
Dude, that's amazing.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I don't know her, but I'm excited.
I'm excited for her. It's so cool.
That's really cool.
Because she works hard and you can tell.
Oh my god, and she puts a lot of like love, care, and thought into
her
all
items
the
are
items.
Just so unique.
Mm-hmm.
But like badass.
Yeah.
Like I want a puffer vest
I know.
with someone's random number.
I was gonna say I don't even know what I would. Yeah.
I know. But let's go back to Brittany Mahomes.
Okay, so everybody has their opinions about her.
Mhm.
Mostly they're not good.
Mhm.
And I would agree. She's not one of my favorite people ever.
Mhm.
But I will say I watched the quarterback documentary
Mhm.
on is that Netflix, I think, or
Yeah.
Amazon. Did you watch it?
No.
I actually liked her more after watching that.
Yeah.
And some people said the complete opposite, but I'm like, you know what? She's in this life. She's
Yeah.
making the best out of it. Does she look trashy on TV sometimes? Yeah, she does. But you know what? She's supporting her husband. She's raising a family. She's traveling. And she's like into the games. Like she's not just sitting there like she's like
she's into it.
She's into it. And it's kind of funny, but like I also get it. I don't know. I felt like I have a newfound outlook on my feelings about Brittany Mahomes.
Yeah. And maybe
after
I'll watch
watching
that. Maybe I'll watch it and change. And I think for me, I love that they've been together since high school. I think that's great.
Yeah.
I love a success story. I love when people ride out for each other and really support each other's dreams. I think that's great. I just find her obnoxious.
Yeah.
I do. I feel like she's over the top. She needs a stylist. Because
yeah.
Like the couple times where I'm like, okay, she looks good or decent. I'm like, why don't you do this more often? And it's like to each their own. She thinks she looks great, but it's like she has a body, yaddy, yaddy.
I know, but you wouldn't be able to tell because you can't get past the lip filler and that hair.
The crunchy hair when she has it in like the big curls.
Not even that. It's just like I don't know. Something's off.
I don't know.
Something ain't right about it.
I just think that for someone who has so much money, she needs some help. She needs to hire a stylist and someone to tell her not to smile so big.
Smile so big?
It's like all the time. It's like, do your horse sound?
What?
Do your
what did I do?
The horse.
Was it?
No. The squeal. That's like what I get from her when because she's constantly like.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, if she just had a coach, but at the same time, she's living her life. She doesn't need a coach. She's unbothered.
But she needs a stylist. I feel like we need to. Maybe she started like a GoFundMe,
like the ESPYs, I think it was, or whatever. When she had like that weird black dress and it like squished her boobs, she looked like she had fake tanner all over her. Which, if you have a fake tan and you don't want to know you have a fake tan, like you don't want to seem orange.
No.
And then she had crazy makeup and her hair was up in this like curly, and I'm like, she has all this potential.
Yeah. Untapped
and
potential.
So much money. If I had a stylist, a hair person, a masseuse, I'm gonna be looking fly.
You do anyway, though.
Do I?
Sometimes.
I went this week, but it still hurts. Side my neck.
But yeah. I mean, maybe she'll take some of the feedback. Maybe her new friend Taylor can like hook her up with somebody that
And people were getting upset. They were friends. I'm like, that's annoying.
Listen, Taylor is in uncharted territory. So if somebody's offering help on how to navigate the football wife girlfriend in NFL, like I would take it. I don't care who you are. Yeah. You got to take what you can get from people sometimes, and even if they're like Brittany Mahomes, and then you can at least take some tidbits of information. And then if you guys are friends, great. But like you're gonna see each other.
Yeah, and I think
you gotta play nice in the sandbox.
I think some of it. I think a lot with Brittany, I mean, even beyond just like how she looks, that's each their own. Everyone thinks they look great their own way. So she's down for it. But her relationship with Austin Mahomes, he's a lot. He's inappropriate.
He's a nut.
He's had sexual assault charges pressed against him, like all of these things. And I just felt like they were two like in each other's faces and on the sidelines together. And I'm like, you got to take a little step away. Even if it's your brother-in-law, that not a good look.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what like so many people were saying, like, hi.
But they're also young.
So young.
Right? Like they're like in their 20s.
Probably.
Like early 20s.
You couldn't pay me to be back in my 20s.
Oh, you could pay me. Oh. I'd take it. I would take it.
I'd rather be 40 than in my 20s. I like aging.
Okay. I mean, I do, but I would also get paid to go in my 20s again.
Yeah.
Shit was fun.
About to be 36 next week.
Wow.
On the downside to 40.
You mean this week? Yesterday. Yesterday you turned.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Or a week. Yes.
We're time travelers.
Time travelers. Okay. So coming back to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Can you see how excited she is? Who is our Super Bowl performer, baby?
Usher is doing halftime.
Usher.
I've been a huge fan for so long. So long. He's just...
Have you made love to his songs?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Multiple.
What's your favorite lovemaking Usher song?
Oh.
Long pause here.
I mean, there's like a handful.
Oh.
I think one that can like really get you in the mood though. Can you handle it? I'll play it for you later.
Okay. Don't get me in the mood though. She's like petting, stroking, making me purr.
It's great.
Okay. All right. So what do you think? What does his halftime show look like to you?
I feel like he has to. I mean, I know that he is the main event. I'm assuming he has so many collaborations. It's going to be in Vegas, right? So it's close to California.
Someone's coming on.
Right. I feel like there's going to be at least 2 to 3 other people that will like pop up, out of the floor.
But also we wanted to say he doesn't need anyone.
No.
He's his own performer. He's enough.
Oh, he's great.
But he will definitely, because it gets people going more. Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah. And he has so many good collaborations. But I feel like the songs are Super Bowl energy are like, oh my God. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Scream. But then I feel like you need to have confessions, like some part of confessions. Just because like that was iconic in a moment.
So iconic. You know what song gets me every time?
What?
And I like sing like my heart's been broken.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know whose karaoke song?
Is that yours?
No.
Whose?
Tennessee.
No. T-Dog.
T-Dog. Yes. You got it bad?
Yeah, so good. Gets me every time. And I'm just like jamming in the car. And I'm like, girl, who hurt you?
I know. Yeah. That is a good one. That whole...
I'm excited.
8701. He's a good
so
album.
He's I don't think he's talked about enough. But guess what? I mean, everyone knows he's good.
Yeah.
But you don't
he's
really
super
hear
solid.
him mentioned a ton or as much. So I think this Super Bowl performance will put him in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I was so excited when Eminem, Dr. Dre, Mary J. Blige, like that one was, I was hype.
That was a really good one.
I'm very excited about this as well. Lady Gaga, like they've actually been doing decent halftime shows.
I would love to see Pink.
Good question. I don't know. Maybe
I'm thinking Lady Gaga, I think. When she like flew down.
Yeah.
That was insane.
She's
so
nuts.
badass.
I love it.
Um,
So good.
I'm excited. So we're excited for the Super Bowl.
Yeah. What are you doing for the Super Bowl?
Nothing.
Yeah. I think I'm going to be doing nothing, but I want to watch it. But Izzy said she doesn't want to go anywhere that doesn't have a playroom. Thanks. She goes, Mommy, I don't even watch football unless it's a playroom.
I know.
I'm like, she goes, it's so boring. I'm like, you were watching the playoffs with me and you were giving critiques to the players.
Yeah.
She was literally
She's good.
She was like, they're not tackling. And I was like, yeah, they're
You're
not.
Like, this is impressive.
I know.
I was really hoping for the Lions to be in it. Just because like
good story.
I love an underdog story.
Yeah.
Gotta love the underdogs. Listen, first half they showed up, second half they didn't. Period.
Yeah. Period.
And Eminem, you see him giving the fingers to all the 49ers fans.
Yeah, hilarious.
I love him. And people were like upset about it. I'm like, any other fan would do that. No one would care.
Come to Philly. You'll get the finger just
literally.
For showing up in
I'm
the
like,
wrong
you're
colors.
in Detroit.
Also, that coach looks like he's going to stuff somebody in a locker.
Oh, seriously. Yeah, I'm scared.
He's massive.
Massive man.
He has a strong jawline.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's probably doing jaw exercises. I've seen those out there.
You've seen...
They have like things you can chew on.
Oh, we were on different wavelengths.
Oh, no. You were thinking the wrong exercise.
Okay.
We'd like to thank you guys for naming our wheel Topic Thunder.
It's so good.
We love it. Mm-hmm. And it's actually going to be Bridget's turn this time.
So I flick it.
Yes. So you
and then you ask me a question?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that was a good spin.
Recent mood changer.
I put this on here.
You put that on there and I don't even know what it means.
Maybe something.
What is something that you have recently been doing to shift you from feeling blah to happy?
Okay. Great question. There's actually been two things. One is reading.
Okay.
So I've been reading a book. I actually just finished one last night. And it's just been great to get into a book versus a TV show.
Yep.
So I feel like a TV show is a little bit more mindless and a book's a little bit more conscious. And I think that just puts me in a better headspace in general. And the other thing is Spotify came out with day lists, and the headlines for my day lists, depending upon if they are in the morning, the afternoon, or at night, and what day of the week, are just hilarious. And they give me so much life.
I love that.
It's like the most
Are they
random.
gonna keep with it, do you think?
I don't know.
If you guys
it cracks
don't know,
me up though.
Spotify, you type into your search bar day list and it will make you lists of music 3 different times a day, morning, afternoon, night.
Yes.
And
that you typically historically have listened to during that time on those days.
Yes.
And then they title it for you.
Yes. So let's see what your title is.
I have a couple different ones that I've started to screenshot because I'm like, these are just iconic and I love them. So this morning was Nostalgia College Thursday morning. There's another one, Iconic Catwalk Tuesday morning. Belter Sing Along Monday afternoon. Lit Hyphy Friday afternoon. Energy BBE Friday evening.
Ooh.
Reminiscing Hipster early morning. Like, they're just so random. Fun 2010s Thursday morning.
See, guys.
Iconic Independent Friday morning. Nostalgia Bangers Thursday afternoon. Lip Sync 21st Century Tuesday morning.
Love it.
Like,
see, guys,
they're just so funny.
You need to do this. It is so fun. So if you have Spotify, do it. I've been listening. So those are good mood changers. I really like the reading one because you're right. You know, like, so I turn Seinfeld every night to just not think. So I just sit there and I'm like, But sometimes I would like to be a little more present with myself.
And that's what, because then I'm like, I'm feeling different emotions, whether they're happy or sad, depending upon what I'm reading. Like the ending of the book I read last night, I was just like so giddy. And then it put me in a good mood. It also gets me a little bit sleepy and ready for bed.
And it's good to also like stimulate your brain in ways that you wouldn't normally.
Yeah.
So
because I'm on the computer all day.
yeah. So you're just taking quiet time.
Yeah, I am taking quiet time.
I love that.
Yeah.
I like that for you.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay. So funny kid stories. I want to get into that because I have a really funny story to tell you.
What do you have? I'm excited.
It's gross though. Not super gross. So literally, I pick up Sage, put her in the car. We always like chat about school as I'm driving home.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Did you have a good nap today?" And she's like, "Yeah." So then I was just like, "Who's your cot next to? Who do you sleep next to?"
Yeah.
You know. So she's like telling me different people, and she's like, "Lukey snores" and like all this cute stuff. And I'm like, "Oh, that's so cute." So then I wish I had a camera because she proceeds to tell me how, like, if she's supposed to be sleeping and she has a booger, she picks her booger and puts it on the shelf that's next to her. I almost crashed from laughing so hard. So I'm like, I don't want her to be the booger kid. And I literally said to her, I'm like, Sage, like, you can't do that. Like, you can't.
What does she do?
And she goes, am I supposed to get a tissue while I'm supposed to be sleeping?
Like, are you dumb?
Yeah, she's like, well, I'm supposed to be sleeping. I can't get a tissue. And I'm like, just bring a tissue with you to your bedtime, to nap time. And like at home, she's never like super in her nose or anything.
No.
And she'll get a tissue.
Yeah.
So I think maybe she feels like she can't.
I know. It's like
get
the
up.
rules. Yeah.
So she's just wiping. And now
I'm dead.
Now I'm going to have to ask her, like, which shelf is it so I can go and clean it off. Like, sorry about the booger shelf.
Oh my
God. How funny is that, though?
That's hilarious.
Like, I wish there was a camera on us to catch the dialogue and like my
probably,
reaction.
You know, dead serious. Like, obviously nothing's wrong with it. Like, this is just what I do.
And I was like, oh my God, we got a boogie shelf. Better than eating them. Better than eating them. I don't want her to eat them.
Izzy did that for a long time. I literally, yeah.
I can't even
think about it. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, what? Like, I can't even.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on.
Anything funny for you this week with Iz?
So Izzy her birthday is in a couple weeks, and she is off for her birthday because it usually falls around President's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And so I told her, I was like, oh my God, it's so cool. You're going to have off on your birthday. Like, that's sick. She's like, well, it is a holiday. And I'm like, well, it is, but it's not, your birthday's not technically a holiday. Again, only child syndrome.
Yes. Yep.
And she's like, well, then what holiday is it? I'm like, it's President's Day. I think like George Washington's birthday is around then or something.
OG.
Yeah. OG president. And she's like, George Washington, who's that? And I'm like, oh, the first president of the United States. And she's like, oh, well, tell me more about him. I was like, I don't know shit about George Washington.
You're like, he had a wig.
Yeah, I know his birthday's in February. He was the first president. He attacked on the Delaware River on Christmas Day. Mm-hmm. And like, that's really the extent of my knowledge.
He was at
Mr. Washington.
King of Prussia, that park.
Oh, Valley Forge.
Right?
Yeah. I don't know. So now I'm looking up, this is on the way to school. I'm looking up like random facts about George Washington. Then she asked like, oh, well, what kind of car did he drive? I said, well, actually, there was no cars back then. Well, then what did they do? I said, they either walked or rode horses. She's like, oh, I would like to ride a horse. I said, well, but okay. So we would go like this rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have TV? No. Do they have lights? No. It was just like,
that's actually great.
It was just a big rabbit. And then we get home, you know, after the day goes by, and she was, Mommy, let's watch a video about George Washington. I'm like, what the okay. So I find something on YouTube, 2 minutes into it. This is so boring. Like, girl, I know, but you're going to have to learn about it at some point. But yeah, she just was obsessed about George Washington for like a day, and then saw a video.
And now she's over him.
And it was over him. I was like, what did you remember about the video? She goes, mostly the death stuff.
Oh.
I said, the what? She goes, well, yeah, his dad died when he was 6, and then his brother died when he was 20. And I was like, that's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? That's what you took away from that?
Mm-hmm. My type of girl. I'm a true crime girl.
The death stuff.
Mm-hmm. You're like, Christ. Oh, okay. All right, we'll get there someday.
Yeah. But yeah, so she retains some information, probably the wrong information. I don't think they're going to be getting quizzed on that.
No, but her brain is working. So yeah, good to know.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I can't. Kids are a lot.
They are.
I've been having to rock Knox like every night now.
Rock him?
Yes. I think he just wants the one-on-one time.
Oh.
Because like Sage has a really hard time going to bed. So sometimes I'll rock her. He's like, why don't you rock me? And he got like super sad about it. So I'm like, okay, this is the rock train. We're rocking along. So I'll rock her, put her to bed, and then I'll go in there. But I've noticed he just like opens up to me during those like 5 minutes.
That's nice.
And he'll be like, do you think the aliens are watching us? He'll like ask me all these random things. And I'm like, maybe. And then I'd be like, why do my pants always fall down? Like just random questions. He does. I'm like, because you don't have a butt. You know, like all these things that are so cute. And then I'm like, okay, are you ready? He's like, I'm ready. Turned my heating pad on. He's like an old man. And actually, he woke me up at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. Okay. He's like, Mom. I'm like, oh my God. So I go in there and I'm like, what's up, buddy? He's like, my heating pad won't turn on. It just says E. And I'm like, it's unplugged. So now I'm like trying to plug it in. I can't turn the light on. And then it won't reset until I unplug the other plug. It was a whole thing at 4 a.m.
No.
And then I turned it on and he was like, thank you, love you, and laid back down. And I was like, oh, sweet. Old man with his heating pad.
Bougie
He's 5.
ass.
He's 5.
Bougie.
With his heating pad. Bridget.
Yes.
Who is our Unbothered Baddie of the Week?
So excited to tell you.
Who is it?
It's Kylie Kelsey.
Yes, we love Kylie.
Who is the wife of Jason Kelsey, who is the brother of Travis Kelsey, who is the boyfriend of Taylor Swift.
And he is the center for the Eagles.
Yes.
And he may retire this year. It's kind of up in the air.
Hopefully not.
I know.
But she's great.
She's amazing.
Seems very down to earth. She is
the epitome of unbothered.
Yes.
She's married to a crazy man.
Yeah.
Jason is crazy,
Nuts.
but like in the best way.
Yeah.
Like he's such a good guy.
Seems like a good dad. Seems like a good like family guy.
Yeah.
She played field hockey.
She played field
college.
hockey. She's
Shout
athletic.
Out.
Yep. And what I like about her is that she's so real about being a mom.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, sorry, like I'm busy cleaning, spit up off the couch. Like, you know,
off the
and she doesn't want to be a celebrity. She doesn't want to be anything other than like a good wife and a good mom and a good friend, it seems like. And she's unbothered. She doesn't care.
Yeah.
She's like true to herself.
And even especially, I feel like she's gotten a lot of press recently and
hasn't changed at all.
Different shows. And she's so well spoken, extremely articulate,
down to earth.
Like you feel like you can relate to her. You can go grab a beer with her.
Yeah,
go
we
to
could
a
just like have a conversation,
and, like, chat,
talk parent hacks.
It's very like
talk crazy husbands, drink a beer.
Yeah, it's refreshing.
It is refreshing. Mm-hmm.
And she always looks like fresh faced, like not overdone, but not underdone. She just looks like
for
fresh.
Having 3 children. She looks great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love her.
So this one's for you, Kylie.
Shout out to Kylie Kelsey.
Yes, you are the Unbothered Baddie of the Week. And we'll
we
send
love
this to you.
And we know that you're going to see this because we're going to tag the shit out of you.
Yes, we are. So thank you. That was good.
I love it.
I love Kylie.
I love Kylie. I actually do love football.
Football's cool, but it's...
I think you have a different... I didn't like it for a while because...
Yeah, I love football. I played football. Remember? Killer Cat. I have my own playing card from as a kid. But I think now with just all of the injuries and all like the concussions and stuff like that, like I would never want my kid to play. No.
So when we went to find out if we were having a boy or a girl, I was hoping we weren't going to have a boy because I didn't want him to play football.
I know, but it's because it's really serious.
Yeah. CTE is real.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame hasn't been enough research done to find out about it when people are actually alive, which is sad. Yeah, that was literally when I found out I was having a girl. I was so relieved because my ex's family is like a big football family.
And if you had a boy, he would have 100% been pressured into play, 100%. Even if he didn't want to.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
So, thank you to the universe for giving me Izzy Girl.
She's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for joining us this week. We hope you enjoyed talking all things Super Bowl. We will catch you on the flip side for all the behind the scenes content. Catch us on Instagram and TikTok at The Unbothered Moms. Listen to us, subscribe, like, follow. Catch us wherever you get your podcasts. We'll see you next week.